Okay, I'm recording now. And Trina, pull her over. Hey, Trina, glad you could join. All right, so map plotting, you come over here, you call this Grover Beach 93433. Pick any farm that you want, hit search. I'm going to take on this whole entire market and be the dominating agent for that whole place. Cool. So I highlight the area that I want. I hit show leads, and there is 162 phone numbers that are found, but there are 123 on the do not call list. So what's nice about this is a scrubbed list, and it actually tells us that this is scrubbed for the next 30 days, which means you cannot get your hand slapped for calling those other 42 people for the next 30 days. So it is imperative that you write down your scrub date and make sure that you re-pull a list every time that you go to call. Now, if you pull an old list. Now, if you call them and you make contact and they say, yes, thank you for calling. I'd love for you to call me back in a month and tell me about what's going on. You're going to put notes in there. And by you putting notes, you're going to transfer that lead from cold call to a warm call. They now are not on the do not call list. You don't have to scrub them because they gave permission for you to contact them again. If you go door knocking and you are in front of their door and they say, yes, I'd like to know what the market is doing. Can you send me a report? And you're right there and you send the report right there on the spot. And in that report, you got their phone number and then you scrubbed it against the do not call and you found out they're on the do not call list. They've given you permission via the report to contact them. So they're not considered a cold call, they're considered a warm call. But we need that documentation, we need that follow-up with the paperwork to show that they provided that information to you. That's why it's important that you have your iPad when you're outdoor knocking and you have the Hubbell home search, you'll see the cloud CMA right there, and you just type their phone number and their name and you say, great, I'm gonna send you a report right now. Boom, that report went to them, but you got their database. That information needs to be put into your Mojo Dialer as a warm follow-up, a warm lead. Okay, so here we go. Here's our list of 162 clients, but I cannot allow the do not call to be imported. So I can't manually or automatically bring this over, but I can manually put the leads in that I go out and get in the world. Also include multi-addresses, any apartments, condos. And I'm going to hit import. Once I hit import, it says this is the do not call status, not scrubbed. You have chosen, oh, I'm sorry, woo, back up. Allow federal do not call data to be imported. No, do not check that. Okay, we're going to go import. Do not call status has been scrubbed. That is, I think it's a $10,000, am I correct? $10,000 fine?
Pretty hefty fine.
Like they're coming after you. Yeah, so I understand. Okay, we're gonna call this, then you label it, Grover Beach. Grover Beach between, I don't even know, was it 16th Street and 5th Street? Like label it whatever it is. I'm gonna hit save. There it is, finish import. 39 people came into my database. So that's my initial seed start. It is farming. You have a flat piece of land right now and you have just planted 39 seeds. Now it's up to you to go through and water those seeds and grow them into clients. Like that? That's my ag. Thank you. Very cultivated. Okay. So now that they're in here, I can come over here to dialer and data. And there's my call list right here. So I'm going to click my call list, and all of a sudden my power dialer popped up.
Get ready.
I know.
It's going to start calling.
I don't have a campaign ready for these people because we just randomly pulled them out of the air. So I'm going to do a quick.
We moved down the street. Yeah, we're brand new. Start calling.
Anybody want to hear some calls?
Yeah. Like, watch how quick this is awesome.
Man, you guys are killing me. All right. All right. Give me 3 minutes to do some research real quick. Who am I calling? Anybody know any properties around the Grover Beach area that are highlighted right now that are brand new? Anything on the hot sheet?
We just moved into the neighborhood. We're at a brand new office.
I love that campaign. Okay. We just moved into the neighborhood. We're right around the office. Can someone give me a piece of paper? I'll do 5 phone calls just to show you. All right, so here we go. All right. Make sure I don't add that voicemail as a drop. So this is where I would not add it. So I'm going to go down, calls, how many times, number of dialing for you. One dialer is happening. It's going to dial 4 times before it would normally leave a voicemail, but this time I'm not. Automatically show call scripts. So I would do that. See, and normally our call scripts would be right here. So I'm sorry I can't show you how to put a call script in, but there is a way to do it. Lead tab, filter out contacts who have future calls or appointments. This is a brand new thing. Over here, call this list from where I left off last. So, if I called 15 people and then I made it to the middle of the list and I called it good, over here at Hubbell, push for the power hour. You should be doing an hour of calls every day. Power hour. That's what we have the call booth for. The super agent.
Go in there and get high and call.
All right. So, I believe, okay, so now I hit start calling. It's going to say connecting to the dialer. You guys are putting me on the spot, I swear. All right. And I need to call this number to hook my cell phone up. Does anybody have, this is where I'm going to need everybody's agents to chime in. Who has some recommendations on what I should say? So this is Dave Hubbell. I'm the owner of Hubbell Real Estate, or actually I'll put it on the agent level. Hey, this is Dave Hubbell. I'm an agent down the street from you. Our office just moved into your local territory, and we are now becoming the specialist of your territory. I'm reaching out today to invite you to a promotion. It is a free market analysis of what property values are doing in the area. Have you ever considered buying, selling, moving? Have you ever had any real estate needs?
Perfect.
Good?
Done.
Done? Okay.
I like neighborhood better than territory.
You like neighborhood better than territory? All right, let me write that down.
We've been here. In the longer than we have a new office.
Neighborhood. Do you have a local trusted advisor in the real estate world? Ooh, I'm gonna write that down. Local trusted advisor in the real estate world. They're gonna ask me, how'd you get your number? It's publicly posted because I'm a specialist, because I'm your local trusted advisor. It's part of my service to reach out into the community. And that is part of the service that I have, is I know everybody. And now I'm going to get to know you. Make it friendly. Okay, here I go. So I am calling into this number that's on the screen.
Your touchtone phone. Please enter your PIN number.
My PIN is 43. Now, unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be able to hear the conversation, I don't believe. Unless you guys be really, really quiet.
Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
I swear to God, don't talk. You're gonna make me laugh. Okay, do not hang up on the phone. So this is the big deal. You are in habit to, when you are done with a conversation, to hit the end button. Don't do that. So ultimately, you want to have your headset on and you want to set your phone down, and now you're operating everything out of the computer, because it's going to be very, very, and then you're out of the system and I got to dial back in. So no problem. Press start button. I'm dialing. Anybody know how to say that name?
Yeah, it just looks fine.
Well, you never know. So I may remember my Atlantic City property address. Was it 647? Was it 747 or was it 647? Because I had I had 727 Ramona.
And you have the rent, and you have the rental.
Ooh,
on it too.
what's that?
1527.
Toll 747. Okay, so we're going on two. It must be ringing.
Two master
Throw this down. Let's go to that number. All right. There's another Atlantic. Hello, Mrs. Baker. Yeah, hi, this is Dave Hubbell with Hubbell Real Estate Group. I'm a new local brokerage in your area, and as part of my service, I'm calling the neighbors around the area to let them know of new listings going on the market and properties that have sold on the market. And I'm just reaching out to introduce ourselves and find out if you happen to have any local trusted advisors for real estate, and if you have any real estate needs in the area right now. Not a problem. Nope.
Numbers came, baby. Hang up, he's coming.
All right, I put him on mute on my phone. All right, so I want to go to, let me know if that name changes. Okay, no record, there's a next button. So you can see, even in me, I tighten up, even without my script. I need my script. Like, so it's not unusual. All right. Let's go. No, he goes, no, I'm good. But I asked two directive questions. It was yes, no questions. It was, all right, let's go back to deadly. Okay. This should go faster. I'm wondering if it's just delayed because of us. Okay, no contact. Okay. So I think I have to hit no contact every time.
Janet.
Janet. Okay. Dialing. Call this dialing for dollars. Okay, no contact, dialed again. Kristen. Okay, so it's a voicemail. So normally I would hit left message, nothing. So I'm gonna say no contact, go on to the next. So if it doesn't pick something up, it'll go on. If it does pick something up, then you have to click what to do. Like you have to tell it the phone call's over. Teresa Downing, right. I'm gonna go for about three more minutes. Anybody want to jump up? Lindy, you want to give it a shot? Come on. Richard Wern and Wern. Hello, Mr. Hello, is Mr. Wern in by chance? Oh, are you the homeowner for 1240 Brighton Avenue? Oh, you're a renter. You're a renter. Awesome. My name's Dave Hubbell with Hubbell Real Estate Group. We moved our brokerage over into your local territory right now. And so we're reaching out to the community to introduce ourselves as a renter, kind of offer services and find out as a renter, have you ever considered upgrading and purchasing or getting out of the tenant world and moving into the purchasing world? Porterville, awesome. It's hot over there. Well, if you need any real estate recommendations for the Porterville market, sounds like you've been local over there. That's part of our service as well as a local area. Would you like a follow-up as far as a Porterville agent? Okay. Oh my gosh. I understand. Okay, excellent. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. See, I almost hit the hang up button. Okay, so that lady was a tenant from Porterville, just lost her daughter, didn't want to talk to me, but was very polite. She didn't yell at me. She didn't curse at me. She just said, no, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to stop dialing because you guys are putting me on the spot. Hello? Okay, so now I hit pause and I hit stop. So now if I wanted to pick this up tomorrow, I would log back in, but I would check the box that says start this off from where I left off last. So it's scary to do this. I get it, but you just do it. And after 3-4 times, I feel that my stress level started coming down. That first one, I was still a little tense. Second one was down. When Rebecca or whatever name jumped on, I just didn't get off the phone with her until she finally got me off the phone. I just asked her questions and she answered them. So, okay, anybody have any questions about this? Now, once I'm over here, so say this guy actually answered his phone, I would take notes. So what I should have done is on Rebecca's, so let's go back over here. Anybody remember what her name was? It was Richard. Okay, so under here, I would say not Richard's, or Richard not living there. A tenant who is moving out of the area to Porterville. Just lost her daughter. I want to put these notes down because this can be something that I want to be very cautious about. I want to be sympathetic about. So now I'm going to post that note. Well, I might leave myself a personal note that says, I'm going to mail, or next time I'm in Atlantic doing a drop-off, I can print my notes real quick and know this territory and go, oh, the tenant lives in that house and she needs an agent from Porterville. I got my cell phone right here. I'm going to look up an agent on Porterville. I'm going to say, hey, can I shoot you over a 25% referral of a potential someone move into your territory? Awesome. Walk up, knock on the door. Hey, I'm in the area. Da, 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 da. I just listed another house. Oh my God, we've talked on the phone before. Yes, you're moving to Porterville. You know what? I actually have my Porterville rep right here. Here's his number. Feel free, give him a call. It was a pleasure meeting you in person. Great to meet you. I'm on my way. Right there, you just created potential business for the next, it might be 12 months or 16 months. She may just take that number and throw it away, or she may take it and put it on her fridge and be like, wow, I got my Porterville agent. Cool.
Actually, got two things out of that because now you can approach Richard when he's tired of renting.
Ooh, now Elizabeth is even taken to the next level.
You want to sell the house, or maybe you could count that as one of your.
That's awesome. So how much information did we just get out of that 15-second phone call? Boom, you can mail it to her with card. Yeah, you can mail her the card with Porterville's information. You can look on the tax records And on the tax records are going to show Richard's mailing address. And from there, you can take that mailing address, you can put it into Mojo Dialer, and all of a sudden reverse lookup, and now you have Richard's phone number also. And now you're calling Richard, oh my God, I had a great conversation with your tenant. Yes, I'm trying to become her specialist. Like that 15-second phone call, that to me was a warm call. She's now my best friend. Like, I'm going to call her back and make her, like, we are going to become best friends. So that's how you can use this Mojo Dialer to work for you. Now, if you have that Richard idea where you're like, let's do that right now. So how am I doing on time? So I'm going to go to, okay, I'm going to go to CRMLS, and I'm going to pull up tax records on that property. I'm going to cross my fingers if PI anybody remember the property address, or do I need to look that up?
1240 Brighton.
1240 Brighton, thank you.
Good job.
Now how many, now Richard's about to be bombarded by 10 people, 12, agents all over going, oh. Okay, now again, this is all public record, so you have access to get this stuff. Coming over here.
You could put his name in and find out that other properties have names too.
That's kind of what, yeah, I'm gonna take right here under quick search, owner's name, W-A-A-R-E-N. Thank you. W-E-R. W-E-R-N-N.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 R, 2 N's.
I wonder why. All right, stop. I'm just gonna get it from right here and copy and paste. That's why I'm an agent. Spelling is not my strong point. Boom, no results. That's bad. Okay, let's go back here. No, watch me work. All right, here we go. 12, what was the address? So you can cross-reference the owner on this house to other properties that he has. Oh, look at that. So his name is not that.
Your real name.
And so we're gonna actually take this right here. We're gonna go back because this isn't the information we want. Thank you, Linda. And we're gonna take that, boom, but it says first and last name. Now, again, kind of like MLS, if you get too specific, then that can be a bad thing. All right, so it keeps pulling up this report. Let's see if he has anything else. Okay, so it just keeps pulling this up. Oh, do I have the address in there? Oh, thank you. Okay, and over here we're looking for, oh, there's Brighton right there. I can't tell if there's more. So we just have 6 results. Nothing, nothing, nothing. All right, nothing, nothing. So let's double check Brighton's mailing address. And I see another mailing address. No, no. All right. Oh, Albany. Albany. That is weird that it has, okay. So this is not him. 1240 Brighton. APN? Okay. That's actually it right there. Is everybody in agreement? Brighton and Arroyo Grande? Yeah. Okay, so now we have this name. Is everybody following with me here? Okay. That's just a trust, but yeah, okay. There. Then we're gonna go back to here. I'm gonna take the name out. Owner's first name. Nothing there. Just put his last name in. And Oakland, Oakland, Berkeley. Oakland, Berkeley, Albany, San, Oakland, Livermore. Nothing there. Well, shoot. Anybody recommendations? See, sometimes you don't need to be so particular, like so. Nope. Okay. Well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you're on to the next one. Another thing we could do is take his name right here and let's see what Google comes up with. Stalking. Facebook and self. I'm always looking at things like, oh, here's, nope. If it said that like he lived in Arroyo Grande, then that would be him and possibly, but at the end of the day, what we need is a mailing address. You can also go to First AM. This is the sort of stuff that like make yourself a personal note, but move on because this is gonna suck your time. And if you spend more than 2 minutes, move on. Like if it doesn't all match and the world lines up in the perfect place, then just go to the next one. So at this point, I would just go to the next one and go talk to the tenant and see if I can get the owner's name that way or whatever. Okay, any other questions regarding this? Pretty straightforward. Again, if you have your own Mojo Dialer account, up here at the top, the help videos, this is gonna give you so much information of what the power and what you can do with this, the campaigns, the calling, the scripts. The goal is to categorize. If you guys aren't on the call scripts every morning, then I would encourage you to get on those because that gets you in the mode to making these phone calls because your brain is going, all right, I'm an appointment making machine. That is what I'm supposed to be doing right now is making appointments. Yes, so import file right here. So if I had a farm list from the title company, I would tell, Stacy, send me the CBS file, the Excel file, and I would import it right here and it would bring up this list. Ultimately, this lead store and the mapping does the same thing. But if you had a very unique farm that you got from the title, like just investors that owned multi-unit properties, obviously a map search is not going to work for that. So you'd import your own. Once you import them, you would set up your own activities, your own reports. You would move these people from cold calling to warm calling. So even though I made contact with that tenant and she said, I'll think about calling back, I'd move her. The next step, I would go knock on that territory. But then next month or 3 weeks from now, I'd call her back about Porterville after I sent her my letter. So I would mail her my letter. She might get it in the next 5 or 6 days. Then I would follow up with her again in 3 weeks and just follow up with the letter that I mailed her. And it would all be in notes right here. Hey, just calling to let you know, I mailed you a letter with the Porterville agent. That's my recommendation, blah, blah, blah. But the campaign is either mailing, calling, being in person, and social media. That's the campaign. So every time you start a new farm, that's the concept that you need to wrap around. And if I'm doing all 4 of these things, you will pull business eventually. And you just, if you can if you manage 250 people and you're asking for the business and you're doing these 4 things, it will get sucked out. And when it gets sucked out, you're asking for more referrals, and that's how you're growing your business. You'll always drop people out of that 250, but you should always be adding people in as well. That's farming. That is your half of your day should be consisting around working your network. Okay, cool. Anybody have any other questions, comments, concerns? Winna, Melissa?
Who's Stephanie?
Stephanie is someone that's interviewing our office right now. So everybody say hello, Stephanie.
Hi, Steph.
Hi, Stephanie. You know you can't see us.
I will do this. Let's do this.
Okay.
Yay! Stephanie, you're on the big screen right now.
I see that.
Okay. I'll take you off. Okay. Does anybody have? Okay. Let's do this. Trina. Boom. Trina doesn't have her camera on. Everybody's turning their camera off all of a sudden because I'm not. Hey, Melissa. And if everybody hasn't met, yay! Winner. All right. Does anybody have? Before I get off, does anybody have any questions regarding Mojo Dialer?
No.
Yeah, when are you coming back to Bakersfield to set mine up?
That is a webinar meeting that we can do.
Wait. Winna got it.
Because I'm special.
Winna.
I am heading back to Bakersfield probably next week because the call center people are in the process of training, and we're actually going to start doing the calls in the Bakersfield market next week.
Yay.
This week, next week. So you guys are our test area.
Yay.
When does the new girl start in Bakersfield?
This is not webinar material.
Come on, I want to know what's happening.
Like end of the week, she's got family in town, so she's reaching out.
Yay, okay, good.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody else have anything else before we get off?
No.
No? Who wants to host the next training class? It's $25 an hour. You get paid. It's 1 hour. And I'd love to see other agents up here. Then it's not always about the Dave show.
I'm going to do mine live instead of recording them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I would. So
Alrighty.
Linda is going to be our first contestant. Bring her down to do, she is going to teach the cover letter or cover page. She is going to be teaching the zip forms in zip. She's going to be teaching templates.
Linda, what are you teaching?
I don't know. What did they say?
I don't know.
How to use zip forms and use the templates and the cover page sheet.
In SkySlope or
No, in zip forms that gets pushed over to SkySlope automatically. So we will bring Linda up for the next training class for that one. Congratulations, Linda, and thank you for
Yay,
volunteering.
I'm
All right.
still waiting for my wine.
I'm done.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, bye, guys.
Bye, Steph. Bye.
Bye, Blondie.
All right, bye, Melissa. Bye, Trina. Oh, Trina, I didn't do the shout out to you.